my troopers popping in this bitch, popping in this bitch. Me and my troopers popping in this bitch, popping in this bitch. Me and my troopers.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Y'all already know what time it is. Y'all already know what time it is. Hello. My name is Mr. J3T, aka Big Sexy, aka the Kentucky Cannon, aka the World Class Badass, aka Chocolate Thunder with Caramel Swirl, aka Black Lightning with the Peanut Butter Filling, aka the Man of the Century, aka Easy Bake, aka DJ Big Head because I got a big head, aka Kentucky's favorite son, aka what should I call myself? The Limitless One, aka the Limitless One. Yeah. I love that. So anyway, today we are going to be talking about Mortal Kombat, the movie. So, Mortal Kombat just came out a few days ago. I was going to talk about it over this weekend, but things happened, and, well, I'm here now. And it's daylight. You know, how bright am I? How vibrant am I now? I usually film sometimes at night, but it's daytime over here. It's sunny outside, combined with this light. All of you can see my beautiful face even more. I'm more vibrant, and my big ass pimple right there. All of you can see me great now. So, Mortal Kombat is about a man named Cole Young who gets chosen to fight in this tournament. If against Outworld. Outworld being the place filled with bad guys. So Outworld is where all the bad people are. And if Outworld wins this said tournament of Mortal Kombat, they get to invade Earthrealm, and they can't have that. So Cole gets chosen to fight in this, and then shenanigans ensue. So Cole is a new character. He wasn't in the games, not in the old lore or the new lore. So Cole is a completely new character to this movie. And I didn't like him at first. I really didn't. I don't know what about him I just didn't like. Maybe it's because he kept getting his ass kicked. He kept getting folded. But as the movie progressed, I started to like him a little bit. You know, he started to grow on me. Especially, there's a point in this movie where he fights Goro. By the way, this is going to be spoilers review. I gotta talk about the movie because, you know, I just want to talk about spoilers. So yeah, if you guys don't care about spoilers, continue watching. But if you do care, yeah, click off now. But there's a point where Cole fights Goro, and because Shang Tsung, who is the big bad in this movie and not Shao Kahn, I don't even know where he is. We get to see a statue of Shao Kahn, but we don't actually see Shao Kahn. Shang Tsung is the big bad in this movie, so that's a little disappointing. But anyway, Shang Tsung sends Goro after Cole and his family, and I'm thinking, damn, that's kind of overkill. Cole's just a regular ass dude. But he's not a regular ass dude because he is actually a descendant of Scorpion. And as Goro is trying to kill his wife and his family, Cole unlocks his power, you know, which is basically like this gold armor, and he can absorb all the blows and all the kinetic energy and just dish it back out at the person. So it's basically T'Challa's armor from Black Panther. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. It's basically that. And he fights Goro. He eventually kills Goro. And I was like, damn. Okay. okay, you're kind of badass now, and I like kind of foreshadowing a little bit of Cole always getting beaten up and always taking all these blows. Now he has a power where he can absorb all the blows and dish it back out. So yeah, I don't know if that was intentional or not, but I saw it. So good on you. If that was intentional, good on you, writers. So yes, I didn't like Cole at first, but over as the movie went on, he grew on me. You know, I started to like Cole more, and I started to get really invested in his family too. Like, even though we don't really see them that much, I got really invested in Cole and his family. So yeah, good job, movie. You actually made me care about this completely new character and the family, even though we barely see his family, you know? So good on you, movie. Good on you. You made me care about them. But you know who I did like? Like, as soon as he made his introduction? Kano. Kano steals the goddamn show in this. He steals every scene that he's in. Like, the actor that plays Kano is just great. He has so many great one-liners, so many jokes, and it's just Kano's awesome. He also has some great fight scenes too, and including like the first fight we see him in, he kills Reptile. He literally just rips Reptile's heart out, and that was awesome. That was like one of the first real fatalities that we see, because that's a fatality of Kano in the games. He rips a person's heart out, and then he just says, Kano wins. Yeah. This entire movie is just filled with lines and quotes from the games. Flawless victory. Finish them. Oh, Kano wins. Like, oh my god. This movie is just fan service. It's just fan service on top of fan service on top of fan service. Like, it was great. Especially for a huge Mortal Kombat mark like me. I love this movie. And Kano was definitely the best part. Everybody in this movie gets some shine too. Everybody is kicking ass and getting their asses kicked. Cole, I already said that he starts out the movie getting his ass kicked, but then he's now at a point where he's the one kicking ass or getting folded, or folding other people. Liu Kang, sorry. Yeah, Liu Kang, I liked him too. They didn't really use him that much in this movie, but which is understandable because this is really Cole's movie. But he gets some shine too. The dude that plays him is jacked. There's one point where he's shirtless and he's just flexing, and I'm like, God, oh damn, this dude is jacked. Jesus Christ, like, all the muscles, all the veins, just goddamn, that dude was jacked. But then again, he's playing Liu Kang, so you can't play Liu Kang and have this big old beer gut, you know what I'm saying? You can't play Liu Kang and have a beer belly. So yeah, you sort of have to be jacked to play Liu Kang. But either way, that still surprised the hell out of me, because I wasn't prepared for just the swollenness of the actor that plays Liu Kang in this, because that dude is crazy. He also gets some time to shine too. We also see him fold a lot of people in this movie. There's one point where he does his dragon fatality, where he creates a huge fire dragon and it just burns Kabal to death. Kabal's in this movie too. He has his speed. He's fighting Liu Kang, and the dragon Fire Dragon just burns Kabal to death. It burns him even more than he already is. Like that, by the end, Kabal looks like a burnt chicken nugget. But yeah, I also like Kabal too. You know, he was such a smartass, and I love that. Again, I was kind of sad that when he got killed, like, because I really like Kabal. I really like Kabal in this. He was such a smartass. I like him. I like his whole design too. Jax, my boy Jax. Ooh, so yeah, we see in the trailers that Sub-Zero Bihan is the one that breaks Jax's arms in this iteration of Mortal Kombat. And we see him later. He has these little prosthetic limbs, which segues into another thing that I find interesting about this movie, is that everything is organic. Like, his metal arms, they're organic. Like, you remember how I said how Cole has this T'Challa Black Panther armor that can absorb energy and dish it back out at his opponent? That's his power, because he was chosen at birth to fight in this tournament, and because of that, he has his power. So Jax's metal arms, that's his power, and everything is organic. Like Kano, his laser eye, that's organic. Like, all their powers are organic, and I'm like, okay, that's interesting, because I was sitting here, because when I first saw Kano, he had both of his eyes, and I was like, okay, when is he gonna get messed up? When is he gonna get the metal eye laser? And when Reptile slashed him across his face, I was like, okay, that's when he's gonna get his little mechanical eye laser. But nope, I was shocked as hell when he just did it, or naturally, and I'm like, whoa, alright, damn. And Kano himself said it, like, oh, okay, since I'm a part of this tournament, does that mean I get supernatural powers? He said it too, like, and he got them. So yeah, that shocked the hell out of me. I wasn't expecting all of the characters' prosthetics and stuff that they would usually have in the game to be organic in this movie. So that was a interesting take. And, you know, I like it. You know, it's a good change, you know. I don't mind it. I think it's interesting. It's a cool idea. It's a neat idea. It makes me wonder what Johnny Cage's thing. Actually, I know what Johnny Cage's whole power is going to be. I just wondering how he's going to activate this in this particular movie. Because Johnny's not in this movie. They teased him at the end, and hopefully this movie gets a sequel, because I want to see Johnny Cage. I want to see all the characters that we didn't get to see in this movie. I want to see Shao Kahn. I want to see Katana. I want to see Johnny Cage. I want to see all of them. Ermac. Noob. I want to see all of them. But back to the topic at hand. Jax is my boy. I love Jax. Jax, and Johnny Cage are my two mains in Mortal Kombat. And yeah, Jax, he shines in this. He does his little head clap fatality, which was cool. There was one point where he had Reiko, who is a Outworld general. There was a point where he had Reiko and he's just punching him constantly. I thought he was going to do his MK11 fatal blow, where he just constantly punching a dude up and then punches him again. Then I thought he was going to do that, but we didn't get that. But we did get his head clap fatality, which was awesome. This movie really didn't skip out on the blood, and I loved it. I love it. They didn't skip out on the blood, which would be stupid, because it's Mortal Kombat. We came here for the blood and the fatalities, and they gave us that, and it was awesome. Speaking of fatalities, Kung Lao. Kung Lao probably had the best fatality in this, because there's one point where he's a little vampire chick who, her name escapes me at the moment, but Kung Lao grabs her and just he calls his hat towards him. It's kind of like a Thor, and he raises his hand out and Mjolnir comes to Thor. It's kind of like that. He just raises his hand out, his hat comes, it lands on the ground, he takes the vampire lady and just cuts her in half. He had the best fatality in this movie, hands down, and he had the best entrance. We saw his hat on the ground and he teleports from the ground. It was so smooth. Kung Lao was just so saucy in this movie, and it pisses me off that they killed him. Ooh, they killed him. He was too OP. He was too saucy. Shang Tsung, he grabbed Kung Lao and he absorbed his soul. He ate his soul. And, oh yeah, they killed him. Kung Lao, who did all of this saucy stuff, right? And they killed him. Well, that was a waste, wasn't it? They just completely wasted Kung Lao. But like I said, he was probably too OP. They realized how OP they made him, and they were like, "Oh shit, we gotta cut him out now." It frustrates me because Liu Kang was like right there, right next to them, and Cole was holding Liu Kang back. Why are you holding him back? Save Kung Lao. I didn't like that. They really wasted Kung Lao in this movie. But then again, Kung Lao does die in the games, so yeah. Maybe we'll get to see him as a Revenant if and when the sequel comes. If they make a sequel, maybe we'll get to see him again as a Remnant. Who knows? But yeah, I don't like that they killed off Kung Lao. I really don't. Anyway, let's stop talking about that. You know what really pissed me off in this though? Raiden. Raiden really made me mad in this, because see, Raiden, he's constantly talking all of this trash to the characters. He looks at Cole, you don't have the mind or spirit. He looks at Sonya, you're not even in this tournament. If you can go away. And Kano, he's like, oh, you're powerless and weak. Like, he's constantly talking all of this mess to the main characters, yet he doesn't do anything. Like, he doesn't have a fight. He does nothing. He is useless in this movie. But then again, it's really accurate to the games, because Raiden's pretty useless in the games too. Yeah, Raiden really made me mad. He was just useless. There were like two things that he did in this entire movie. He teleports all the bad guys. He separates all the bad guys, and they take each of the bad guys out one by one. He separates them so they can be taken out one by one, and he teleports Shang Tsung away from Earthrealm, and that's it. those are literally the two things that he does. And I guess he, when Shang Tsung and his goons come to invade their hideout, their temple, he creates an electric barrier. I guess that's a third thing that he does. But other than those three, Raiden does nothing. Sorry, that was a little fly. Sorry about that. It was just annoying me. Sorry. But back on topic. Yeah. Raiden didn't do anything. He was useless in this movie. It's worse because he kept talking all this trash to the characters, yet, motherfucker, you aren't doing anything. You aren't doing nothing. Go on somewhere. So, for that matter, Shang Tsung too. He's okay. Nobody can beat the old Shang Tsung though. But, he does alright. He doesn't have a fight either, but at least he's active. At least he killed somebody. At least he actually gets his hands dirty, unlike Raiden's lazy ass, useless ass. God. At least Shang Tsung actually does something. At least he gets his hands dirty. God. Ugh. Raiden really just... I did not like Raiden in this. Yeah, Sonya, I didn't talk about her. She's pretty cool too. She's not officially in the tournament, but as soon as she kills Kano, she gets the mark, and so she gets the powers, and now she's officially in the tournament. And I'm just like, how did she get her powers so fast? Like, every other character had to, like, go through some, like, trial or something, or feel some strong emotion, right? How did Sonya get her powers so quick? Like, I don't know. But I like how they went old school with it, with her little purple little gauntlets. It's pretty old school, and I like that. That was cool. Anyway, I talked about the main characters, the villains. So Melina, I liked her. She's cool. I already talked about Kabal. Kabal was pretty awesome. He's such a smart ass. I love him. Melina, I liked her too. She didn't have many lines, and but she was very intimidating. Her mouth started off normal, but I guess when she gets like really mad, then her mouth just splits, and then we get the true Melina mouth. And that was pretty cool. Goro was awesome. He looked straight out of the video games, like they pulled him straight out of the video games, and that was cool. Goro was awesome. That whole fight between him and Cole was cool, and it was also the fight that made me like Cole, because he stood up to Goro and he killed him. So yeah, Cole's pretty cool, and so was Goro. What else? Bihan, Sub-Zero. Ooh, this dude was intimidating, very intimidating. All this dude was doing was just styling on everybody, freezing everybody, and just killing everybody. Like, this one dude, Bihan, was killing all the families, because in the opening, he killed Scorpion's family, and then Scorpion himself. Then he tried to kill Cole's family, and Cole himself, and it's like, what is your deal with people and their families, man? Like, damn. You just stay trying to kill families. Like, you need to chill. Which made his death pretty satisfying, because he was just this evil, killing everybody. And it's like, when Scorpion returned, and him, Scorpion, and Cole fought together to take down Sub-Zero, Bihan, it was very satisfying, because this dude was just out here the entire movie just killing families and everything. So it was pretty satisfying to see him bite the dust, to see him die. This movie is pretty accurate to the games when it comes to fights, because a character will just get this horrific cut or stab in the body, and they just keep going. So they just keep fighting. So that was pretty accurate to the games. Yeah, this movie was just it was pretty cool. The fight scenes, I liked them. The story was kind of but it's Mortal Kombat. You don't go to Mortal Kombat for the story. You come for the blood and the gore and the fatalities. But yeah, the story was kind of the fights were awesome. The characters were cool. Easter eggs, a lot of Easter eggs. We saw Nightwolf. We saw Katana's little fan blade. We saw Shinnok's amulet. We saw, as I said, Shao Kahn. We saw a statue of him, and probably some more things that I missed. But yes, this movie has a lot of Easter eggs too, and also Johnny Cage. They tease Johnny Cage, so yeah, this movie had a lot of Easter eggs too, which, as I said, this movie is pretty much just Mortal Kombat fan service. This movie was made for fans of Mortal Kombat. They made this movie for the fans to enjoy, and for the most part, I really enjoyed this movie. Despite some of its flaws, and despite some of the issues that I have with this movie, I still really love this movie. This movie is just pure fan service, and I give it 2 thumbs up with a J3T stamp of approval. Despite all the problems that I have with it, and despite its flaws, it's still a great time, and it's pretty short too. Like, it felt like it flew by, you know? I guess because I was invested. But yeah, this movie flew by, so it was pretty quick. It only lasted like an hour. Like, because we got there at like 7:30, and by the time it ended, it was like 9:07. So it lasted about an hour. So, yeah, it's pretty short. So give it a watch. It's on HBO Max right now. Go watch it. I recommend it. And yeah, it's not trying to... This movie knows what it is, you know? It's not trying to win any Oscars or Emmys. It's just a dumb, fun action movie filled with blood and gore and fights. And sometimes that's all you need, you know? Sometimes you don't need, like, sometimes you just want to just go to a movie and just turn your brain off and just have fun, you know? And that's what this movie is. It's just dumb fun. Dumb, bloody, gory fun. And sometimes you just need that, you know? You know what I'm saying? I highly recommend it. Like I said, 2 thumbs up. J3T stamp of approval. It's on HBO Max right now, so you can watch it on your phone, or you can venture out into the contaminated world and go watch it in theaters. Because that's what I did. I watched it in theaters with my friends and my family, because we're bougie now. We rented out the theater. We bougie. Yeah. Ugh, I can't believe the times where we had to go to a theater with other people and be quiet. Ugh. Yeah, we're bougie now. We rented out theaters now. We bougie. But anyway, that's about it from me. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. But if you really like me, consider subscribing and ring that bell so you always know whenever I upload. It's free. Deuces.